Congratulations. I love this film so much. I watched it a couple of days ago and it's still on my mind. How tricky is this junket going to be trying to keep the secrets?
So tricky.
So tricky.
Me and Briana have had lots of private conversations about how we're going to tackle this. Even when we were doing our EPK, we were like, what are you going to say? I don't know what to say.
How are you going to answer this question?
Yeah, exactly. But it is, I really encourage audiences to go in blind because that's how I consume the script. That's how, I consume the story, and it just took me on this wild ride, and I really want that same experience for everybody.
Yeah, it pays off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. When you were reading the script, were you like, because I spent the whole time like, what? Was that the same for you?
Yes.
Totally.
Were you like trying to figure out what was going on ahead of the pages?
Yeah, I mean, and every time that I tried to do that, I immediately was wrong. So
yeah, like this is definitely what's going on. Oh.
So there comes a point in the script where you're like, I gotta just, chill and just relax
Let it
and
take you.
exactly that.
Yeah.
Exactly that.
Amazing. You guys have a really great rapport on the screen. Your first scene is so beautiful. Was that instantaneous? How did you guys develop that relationship?
I was very intimidated by Briana initially. That's not a joke.
I
That's
know
real.
it's not, and I just think it's so funny.
She just has she really has this energy about her that she's a real professional. One of the interviewers said that she is gonna be one of the biggest movie stars of all time, and I agree with that. But you feel that from her. Like, and so I was like, am I going to be able to relate to this person? Because she's so untouchable and, like talented, like, out of this world talented. But then I got to know her, and I realized that she's so relatable and down-to-earth and cool and a little neurotic. And I keep saying that joke.
But it's true.
I keep saying
I'll
that joke.
say it. I'm a little neurotic.
So we got to spend a lot of time together, and I think that definitely prepped us for all those scenes in which we have to trust each other.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I think we got really lucky with it being us two.
Yeah.
I mean, just as the first day that we met, I was struck by how open he is and how unapologetic he is just in the space that he takes up. And that really allowed me to do the same. And it just felt fun and free and curious. And yeah, he's a great person.
Thanks, bro.
I was so heavily invested in the relationship at the beginning that I forgot it was a thriller. And I was like, oh, it's a nice little rom-com.
Yeah, nice.
So
That's what we want.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
great.
Absolutely. So, Briana, Sandra's got so many different facets to her, and I know we can't speak a lot about them, but how is it balancing these different sides of her with the character?
Yeah, I tried not to overwhelm myself too much and get too heady with it. We've talked about this, that as an audience member, they're going to be, anything that they're seeing, they're going to be seeing genuinely. They're going to be believing it. And so if there was ever a moment where I felt like, oh, I don't know what to do, like, should I play it this way? Should I play it with this way? Like, going back to the sincerity of it was always a safe place to land. Yeah, and just, I mean, I made a playlist, so that was helpful to kind of, different songs were tied to different points in the story, so that was helpful too.
Amazing. Can you give away any songs that you have?
Yeah. Pearls by Sade, Work Song, Nina Simone, Instructions on Being, Tank and the Bangas, and some other bangers.
Amazing. And traversely, Tom, I feel, is probably the straightest, like, kindest character in the whole film. How is it getting into him? He's sort of foolish in love, I guess.
Yeah, I play a lot of characters who are desperate for love and connection, and so it wasn't that difficult to kind of get into that mindset. And I'm kind of I'm looking at what the universe is trying to tell me about my personal life, why I keep getting cast as characters like this. But I will say that I made a point to prioritize presence over, say it together, preparation. And that really freed me up to just be in the moment and experience what Tom was experiencing and, play off my fellow actor. Yeah.
Amazing. And final question, it's a bit of a frivolous one, but if you could con anyone out of a book, like, what book would you con someone steal for?
Oh, to get a book?
A book, which book would it be?
Oh, I love so many books.
Probably like something like a signed first edition of something.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
Know.
That's on theme.
Ooh, I want a signed hardcover of Freshwater by Akwika Emetsi. It's my favorite book.
I've never read that.
So good.
I love The Screwtape Letters by C.S. Lewis. That book is so good.
Talked about it, yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know if it doesn't need to be signed. I just like the book.
Just a version.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Stealing it from Waterstones.
Yeah. Exactly.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for talking to me today. This film's really great, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank
You
you
too.
so
Take
much.
care.
You too. Nice to meet you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yeah.
Nice.
Hey,